Alrighty, folks. We just thought we were done with new album reviews for the year. But we had this one sneak in. Iron Brigade, Ill-Fated Voyage. Now I forgot to look up when this was released. Epic Power Metal from Steel City, USA. I forgot to look when this was released, but I didn't hear about it until a couple weeks ago, after I had already done my ranking. Stormspell Records release. I don't know if that QR code does anything or if you can pick up anything on it. Now, these guys were formed in Pittsburgh, Steel City, USA, in 2018. They released an EP called Chain of Command in 2020. Then they re-recorded that EP and released it in 2021 and called it Winds of War. Then they went through some lineup changes. They maintained two guys. I'll get to their names here shortly. And then brought in three new guys in 2023. And then this is their debut here. Let me read the band members' names. So Daniel Butch is on vocals. His son, Caden Butch, I'm pretty sure it's his son, is on rhythm and lead guitar. Jonathan Stanley is on lead guitar. And then the two longtime guys are Lorne Moskal on drums and Andrew Salzano on bass. See if I can get this back in here. Alrighty. So the album kicks off with a 2-minute track titled Dos Volt. It actually has a bagpipe intro, but it doesn't sound like a bagpipe. It sounds more like a spinet. I was actually surprised when I looked up what it was. I was actually looking because I was trying to figure out what instrument it was. I thought it was a string instrument for sure, but it wasn't. It was bagpipes. So of course you're getting a very epic feel with the bagpipes. Daniel Butch very much has a Eric Adams tone to his voice. Maybe not. Maybe he can't reach the high screams that Eric Adams can, but tonally, he's right into Eric Adams's pocket. The bagpipes continue into the first full track, which is called Crusader. Speedy number with some tasty guitar harmonies. The bagpipes stay in the background the entire time. They had this nice. And again, they don't sound like bagpipes. More so, they do sound more so like bagpipes on this track than on the opener. But they still played in a way that doesn't sound like your typical bagpipes. They're not the blaring horn sound. Good and nice texture in the background. Good beefy guitar solos in this one. Afterlife Confessions is your next track. Opens up with some cool guitar harmonies, some classy drum work. The guitar harmonies throughout this album have a very Gypsy Hawk feel to them. Song quickly speeds up into this hard charging gallop, which summons up a Running Wild type feel to it, and some blistering guitar solos at the end of the track really push it over the top. Then you get your title track, Ill-Fated Voyage. More of a mid-paced tune, very kind of reminiscent of like Visigoth. The song does pick up pace and gather some steam at the end with some machine gun drumming, and here you get some Iron Maiden style guitar harmonies. Faith in Battle is your next track. It starts off with a dedicated marching beat. Daniel Butch back summoning the furious gravel he has of his inner Eric Adams. More Gypsy Hawk style guitar harmonies are back. along with some more scorching guitar solos. All Hail the Guardian is your next one. You get a nice riff in this one over some amazing drum work. The guy is really a solid drummer. He's destroying the kit on this one. Sounds like he's making sure that he hits every piece on his kit at least 10 times. Crazy guitar work on this one as well. This song sounds like the lyrics were just an afterthought. That it was just like drumming and guitar work going crazy, and they just decided to throw some words in to fill it out and make out a song. Herculean Destiny is your next track. Another punishing intro, more of those Gypsy Hawk style guitar harmonies, some Eternal Champion style riffage in this one. Both the song and the pace kind of pick up halfway through, and you get a couple of screaming guitar solos on the outro. And then Daniel Butch gives another strong vocal performance on Days of Glory. You even get some layered vocals on this one, more powerful drumming, more crunchy guitar solos. And I put the song in, again, is once again saved by some furious musicianship. And there's a couple tracks on here where, you know, they're obviously going for the epic power metal feel. And sometimes, like, halfway through the song, you start feeling like maybe they're getting a little bogged down and trying to be too epic. But then invariably they pick up the pace with some furious riffing, some furious soloing, some furious drumming, and knock the song out of the park. Keepers of the Flame is your last track. Very early Manowar-ish type tune on this one. You even get some Viking-style vocalizations in it. So I'm going to give this one 8.1 out of 10. Lots of promise for a debut album. Great vocals, killer guitar work, stellar drumming. If I was to summarize it, I would say if Eric Adams' younger brother was fronting an epic power metal band that featured some killer drum work and some smoking Gypsy Hawk style guitar harmonies and guitar work, that would be Iron Brigade. Out of Pittsburgh, I think I said I'd give this 8.1 out of 10. If this would have come out before I finished my ranking, this would definitely have been in the top 20. Probably at the lower end of the top 20, but it definitely would have made it in there. It's that solid, and look forward to hearing more from these guys for a debut album that's really strong. Iron Brigade, Ill-Fated Voyage, 8.1 out of 10. All right, you guys have a good one.